we are doing comparing slopes and meaning of slope. So, number 1, Paul compared the slope of the function shown below to a linear function with an x-intercept of 4 and a y-intercept of -2. What is the slope of the function with the smaller slope? What word should I circle on this one? Slope. Good. So, and it's lots of places, all right? So you can circle it anywhere. The first thing I need you to do is make an x-intercept of 4 into a point. So an x-intercept of 4 is a point, and so we're going to write it in coordinate form. Since it's an x-intercept, the 4 goes in the x spot, and anytime you see the word intercept, you put a 0. So that point is 4, 0. Okay? All right, we're also going to make a point of a y-intercept of -2. We're going to make that into a point. Now this one is a y-intercept, so we're going to put -2 in the y spot. We're going to put -2 in the y spot. What do you think we're going to put in the x spot? 0. Anytime you see the word intercept, it's going to go with a 0. So that'll come up a lot in this class. Okay? All right. Just took a quiz on this. How do you find the slope of 2 points? Good. Y minus y over x minus x. All right. Y minus y over x minus x. So I'm going to do 0 minus -2 over 4 minus 0. Remember in your calculator to use parentheses. I encourage you to just type it all in your calculator and use parentheses on this one. What are y'all getting on the calculator? All right, 0.5, I want you to make that a fraction. How do you make it a fraction on the calculator? Math, enter, enter. So what do you get? 1/2. You get 1/2. All right, please don't circle that yet. We haven't answered the question. Paul compared the slope of the function shown below to this slope. So how many slopes do you think we have to find? 2. The only way to compare something is to have 2 of them. Okay? All right, so how do you find the slope of a graph? What do you have to do first? How do you find the slope of a graph? Find 2 points. Good. So here's one and here's one. What do I do after I pick 2 points? Good. Rise over run. So up 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4. What's 4 divided by 4? 1. So the slope of the graph is 1. The slope of the points is 1/2. So we have 2 different slopes, 1 and 1/2. What does the question ask? The smaller one. So which one's smaller? 1/2. So the answer is C. Okay, 1/2. All right. Number 2, Odin compared the slope of the function below to that of a linear function with an x-intercept of 4 and a y-intercept of -8. What is the slope of the function with the smaller slope? Julius, how do I make an x-intercept of 4 into a point? Good. 4, 0. So it's the x, so it goes in the x spot. 4, 0. Okay. Kaylin, how do you do a y-intercept of -8? Very good. And what goes in the other one? Good. Okay, so those are my 2 points. You need to make 2 separate points. 2 separate points. Elizabeth, what do I need to do with those 2 points? Good. Find the slope of them. Gavin, how do you find the slope of those 2 points? What formula do you do? Good. Y minus y over x minus x. So 0 minus -8 over 4 minus 0. Allison, tell us what you get. Very good. All right, guys, I also have to find the slope of the graph. It's not here just to take up space. It's here because you have to do something with it. James, what do I do first to find the slope of that? Yep, and I know some of y'all know this is the same one. Rebecca, what do I do after I pick 2 points? Very good. Rise over run. So up 4 over 4, which is 1. Okay. Andrew, what is the question asking? Which one's smaller? 1. So this one is D. This one is D. Smaller slope is 1. Okay. You might have a question on that one? All right. Number 3. The cost of a large pizza is given by the formula C of T equals 1.5 T plus 750, where C of T is the cost of the pizza and T is the number of toppings. What does the slope represent? Mary, what should I circle on this one? Slope. Good. Everybody needs to circle that on their own paper. You're required to do that. If I circle it, you should circle it. So it's asking for the slope. Neve, which number is the slope in this one? Good. Guys, please box that in, the 1.5 T. And what does T stand for? Good. So guys, think about this. This is kind of like going backwards. T is toppings. So this means it's $1.50 what? For each topping, or $1.50 per topping. Remember, that's why you have to put a letter with it, because it's for each or per. So this is $1.50 per topping is what that means for the slope. It's $1.50 per topping. That's why there's a T next to it. Louis, which answer choice means what we just said? If it's $1.50 per topping, which one of these? C. It's the cost of each topping. Okay? All right. Any questions on that one? All right. Number 4. The equation y equals 461.19x plus 3,492 represents the value of a work of art from 1964 to 2005. What does the number 461.19 represent? So they're asking about this, which comes right there. All right? Levi, if it has the x with it, what does that mean it is? If it has the x, it's the what? Slope. Very good. Everybody write that on your paper, please. This is the slope. What does the slope of a graph tell you? Like, if you're looking at a picture of a graph, what does the slope tell you? What? Whether it increases or decreases. Good, James. All right. So slope always tells you if it increases or decreases. So, right here, we've narrowed it down to C or D. Slope tells you if something decreases or increases. What is the 461 doing? Increasing or decreasing? Yep. Why is it increasing? Because it's positive. Because it's positive. That's why it's increasing. Okay? Number 5, the boiling point of water T measured in degrees at an altitude A is modeled by the function T of A equals negative 0.0018 A plus 212. In terms of altitude and temperature, which statement describes the meaning of the slope? All right. Again, a lot going on, step by step by step. Natasha, what do I want you to do first? Circle what? All right, circle slope. It's asking for the slope, so circle that. Zach, which one of these numbers is the slope?
0.
Good. Guys, what do you notice is with the 0.0018? A negative. Destiny, what does the negative make it do? Increase or decrease? Good. So we can mark out A and B because they have this word increases. Julius? All right, so decreases because it's negative, okay? All right, this one is a little weird. They've got it decreases by 18 degrees or it decreases by 1.8. Neither of those two numbers match this one. But what do they say it's going by? 1,000s instead of 1. Take this number in your calculator. Everybody do this. In your calculator, type in 0.0018. And times it by 1,000.
You don't know what it equals.
What do you got? 1.8. So which answer choice is it? D. Okay? 1.8. But it times it by 1,000. All right. Number 6. The table below shows the amount The amount of cars having been through a gas station for the hours it is open. What is the meaning of the slope of the linear model for the data? Elizabeth, what do I want you to do first? Okay. Which one is X? Good. All right. So label that X and Y. That's a good place to start. Julius, what else should I do on this one? Thank you. Circle, slope. Circle, slope. Gavin, how do you find the slope from this table? What do you do? All right, so what's the slope formula? What did you tell me earlier? Okay, what two do you want to pick for your y's? What two numbers do you want to pick for y? Just pick two numbers. So 60 minus, all right, and then what would I put on the bottom? Good, okay. All right, Mary, what do you get for that? Other people should be typing it in too, thank you. Other people should be typing it in, don't say it out loud. Okay. All right, so guys, right here on your paper, please write down these next couple things. This is really important. What can I put underneath the 20? 1, thank you. Now look, follow this all the way over here. 20 came from the what? And what is the y labeled? So please write this on your paper. It's 20 cars because it's on top. And for slope, the y is on top, and the y is cars. On the bottom is your x's. What is the x? So this is 1 hour. So label, label, label. It's 20 cars in 1 hour. Neve, which answer choice matches that? D. 20 cars per hour is the meaning of the slope. Okay. Any questions on that one? Number 7, Shayna's is saving her money from her summer job. What is the meaning of the slope? Louie, what do I want you to do? Thank you. Zach, what else should I do? Okay. Rebecca, what else? Very good. And Caitlin, what does that give you? What'd you get? I want you to put a 1 underneath it. James, is 20 your x value or your y value, James? It's y, because remember, guys, this was y minus y. So 20 is your y. And Allison, what is y in the table? Days or earnings? Earnings. So, guys, earnings is measured in what? Dollars. Good. So I'm just going to put a dollar sign. So this is $20. Natasha, 1 is on the bottom. So that's from your x's. And what do we have labeled x? Day. So this is 1 day. So this is x, and this is y. Okay. Andrew, which answer choice matches that? B, $20 per day. Okay. Y's are on top for slope. Y minus y over x minus x. Number 8, the function below shows the cost of a hamburger with different number of toppings. What is the meaning of the y-intercept? Levi, what are we circling? Good. Destiny, which one of these two numbers is the y-intercept? The 1.90 or the 1.40? Remember, it's the y, so which one doesn't have an x with it or doesn't have a letter? So this is my y-intercept. Guys, remember the very beginning of notes today? What did I say always went with intercept? Thank you, Julius. A 0. When you see intercept, it's going to go with 0. It's going to go with 0. So we know it's 190. So I can mark out A and I can mark out C because it's got to have 190 in it. Now, does it cost $1.90 for 0 toppings, or does it cost $1.90 per topping? If it was per topping, what would it have to have next to it? A letter. Good. A variable. Good. Okay. So B is your answer. Number 9, Jesse makes $5 per hour plus $20 for travel expenses. Suppose Jesse's boss decides to lower his hourly pay but increase his travel expenses. Which of the following is true? Both the slope and y-intercept increase, both the slope and y-intercept decrease, the slope increases, the y-intercept decreases, or D, the slope decreases and the y-intercept increases. Again, a lot going on. So we're going to do it a little bit at a time. Zach, what can I do with this first sentence? Jesse makes $5 per hour plus $20 for travel expenses. What could I do? Good. Everybody write that down. So 5x plus 20. Okay, 5x plus 20. Levi, which one of these is the slope? Good. So this is my slope. And anybody, what's this one called? Yep, the starting value of the y-intercept. Good. All right, so now let's see what happens. Suppose Jesse's boss decides to lower his hourly pay. Which one was the hourly pay? 5, because it was per hour. Okay? It is lowering, so I'm going to put a down arrow for that one. But his boss is increasing. What does that mean? Going up. His travel expenses. Which one was his travel expenses? So the 20 is going up. So let me call on people. Mary, is this one true? Do both the slope and y-intercept increase? No. Neve, what about B? Both the slope and y-intercept decrease? No. Elizabeth, what about this one? The slope increases and the y-intercept decreases? No. It is the last one. The slope decreases and the y-intercept increases. Okay? Anybody have a question? All right, how many got left? 1. All right, number 10, Sarah, Special Sprinkles sells bags of chocolate sprinkles for $6 each plus $2 for shipping and handling. The company decided to change their prices and charge $7 for each bag and $1.50 for shipping and handling. Which of the following is true? All right, James, help me start this one. What should I write to help me out? Uh-huh. All right, so he's starting at the beginning, which is a great place to start. $6 for each, so he put 6x plus 2. So that's the first function, okay? Gavin, what else happens next? Okay, but $7 what? Another one. 7 what? Well, has to go beside the 7. Y. Each bag plus $1.50. So this is the old one. This is the new. Okay. So, Julius, which one of these is the slope? Good. So did the slope increase or decrease, Julius? The slope increased. So the slope increased. It went up. Caitlin, what is this called? It's not the slope. It's the what? Y-intercept. And Natasha, what happened to the y-intercept? It decreased. So the y-intercept decreased. Allison, which answer choice says that? The slope increased and the y-intercept decreased. What? C. Anybody have a question? All right. All right. Oh, yeah.